I'm steady talking to y'all and I'm on mute. What do you know? Hold on, y'all. Let me get myself together. Let me get myself together. Let me get myself to. I was talking to y'all and I was on mute. Are y'all surprised though? Are y'all really surprised by my actions? Like, let's be honest, Let's just be honest about who I am as an individual. Okay? Okay. Trying to get set up here. Alrighty. Okay. We got the dim lighting going on, real sensual light, you know what I'm saying? Real sensual light, you know what I'm saying? Like setting the mood or whatever. What's up? What's up? Yeah, you want something? You might have been early. Hey Steph, hey Jamie, what up, Uptown girl? Welcome to Summer's Recap. I'm calling it Summer's Rewind, is what I'm told. The new name is instead of the we're recapping, but it's called Summer's Rewind. Okay, make sure you double tap the screen so we can give the thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up matching the amount of people that's up in here. Okay. Don't be afraid to share the live. Sharing is caring and is absolutely free. Copy the link and share it to anywhere you would like it to be. Okay. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Summer, and we are here for Summer's Rewind. Now, y'all know we ain't got too many rules, but I got two. I got two. And hold on, because my lips looking real dry. And y'all wasn't gonna tell me? N- Now, Jack. Now, now, Jack. Now, Jack. Now, don't do too much. Don't do too much. I'm saying, them lips a little. Bill in the building. What up, most played? What's popping? Okay. What's up? Watch your back 304. What's up? Plushies United in the building. Cinderella dressed in yellow. Hey, hey. Okay, back to what I was gonna get into. We only got two rules, okay? Is not much. Just two. I asked this. This is the most important one, okay? If you see somebody live, don't announce it in the comments, okay? Don't be rude. It's rude. I know that y'all, a lot of y'all think y'all be helping. It's rude. You're not thinking about what you're doing to the current live, okay? So please don't announce when someone else is live in the chat, okay? Number two, have your own opinion, your own view, and share it. Sharing is caring. But don't do too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta be complete heathens. You can have a little mess, you know what I'm saying, do a little bit, but just don't do the most. You know what I'm saying? Just piquito, very little, just a little bit, okay? Okay, just a little bit, okay? We civilized over here. What up, dramas and doobies? Ooh, what I said, boobies? Oh my goodness, that was not a shot. You know, people sensitive on this app. That was a legit mistake. That was not on purpose. Dramas and doobies, because people be spiraling out of control when you say their names wrong. Okay, let me zoom in. Now we got a little lineup today, okay? Y'all seen the title? If y'all didn't, hey Cupcake Boo. If y'all didn't, man, I don't know what to tell y'all if y'all ain't see it. That means y'all ain't paying attention to what I got going on, and y'all need to get yourselves together. And that's on that, pretty much. Okay? Hooch. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get my life together. I guess I'm really not still not together, although I thought I was together. I guess I'm not. Now, y'all saw the title of the live, right? The title of the live was "You Started the Drama, Now You Mad," and Summer about to give her 2 cents. Okay, who was CON? Oh, what up? Calling out nonsense. Dang, though I can't remember, but I said I was going to be on your bumper when I seen you next. Oh no, Jack, don't be on here starting trouble. Don't be on here starting trouble. Okay, be nice. Be nice. For those who are viewing in the background, if you wonder why you keep probably getting kicked out or you can't comment, you want to put something in the chat and it's not letting you do it, it's because you're not subscribed to the channel. Subscribing to the channel was absolutely free. Once you subscribe, I think you have to wait about 5 minutes or so, and then it will let you get on with your regularly scheduled program. This is a subscribers only. live. Okay. But before we get into the tea and me inserting myself in other people's business, let me tell y'all something. I announced it the other day, but your girl hit 10K. And not only did I hit 10K, I also was invited to YouTube's affiliate program today. With my 43 views, I'm doing something, baby. I'm doing something, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something. YouTube said, hey, girl, come sign up for our affiliate program. So if you notice some links attached to my videos in the future, which there are links attached to this video today. Yeah, those are some of them are actually products I'm using. The sunscreen is my favorite sunscreen. If you are like me, you burn easily. Even if you brown skin like me, sunscreen lotion is not only for one type of person. And let me tell y'all something else. Just because it's not sunny outside does not mean you don't need sunscreen, okay? It's not just that physical sun, it's the sun rays and what's out. So put on your sunscreen, okay? You don't want to become old, wrinkly, and then we got other problems going on with our skin, like skin cancer. Use sunscreen. The Ordinary moisturizer, I love it. I've tried other products, but I love the Ordinary. It works for me, and it lasts a long time. A little goes a long way. So if you're looking for a moisturizer and you haven't tried the Ordinary, check them out. If you're looking for a sunscreen and you haven't tried Goop, check them out. It's a little pricey, but I'm telling you, it goes a long way. I feel like I had my sunscreen for about a year. Like you don't need a lot. Little dab, dab, dab. It goes a long way. Okay. Now let me see. Did I create? Oh, and wait. Before we move right along, let me go ahead and big up my niece. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Let me big up my. Do I? Yeah, I already put her on. Let me see. My niece picked her college today. I'm so super excited for her. So super excited for her. I'm excited. It's like she my daughter. So that is super exciting. Also, a reminder, this is actually a open panel live. Y'all see that link down there? Once I get through my little dialogue that I want to have with you guys, you're able to hit that link and you can actually join the live, okay? You can actually join the live once you hit that link. Are you guys ready? Do y'all have your snacks and your beverages? Because I got mine. Oh, you can't see it with this on. How you take it off? Can't see it with it on. I gotta show y'all my glass, my cup. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Do y'all have your stuff? Cause I got mines. Y'all see it? I got my beverage right here. I don't got no snacks tonight. I don't got no snacks tonight. At least not on the live. Okay? At least not on the live. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into this stream. Okay? We're going to get into this stream, okay? And it might ruffle some feathers, right? It's not intended to. It's just a real conversation. And I'm going to be addressing both sides, not just one side, okay? So, my friends, we all hear our names called out. Don't get offended. I'm just talking about both sides. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a real, genuine conversation, okay? Double tap that screen. Let's get these likes up. Come on, let me get to 25 likes. It should be easy for me to get to 25 likes. Let's get to 25 likes before I get into this content, okay? I put some effort into this content today, and I know I got 25 people in here that's willing to support me. I know I got 25 people in here that's willing to support my live. This 25 is 60 in here. I mean, goodness. It's 60 in here, so getting 25 likes shouldn't be nothing. That should be easy peasy lemon squeeze. Ooh, boom. And there we have it. So, y'all know we in this climate where it's called like the call out culture or the clout chasers. Either or. Is it really a difference? I don't know. But we're going to talk about it and we're going to be real, okay? So we're going to have a real conversation for a second. Everybody wants to scream, mind your business until the TV piping, right? When the tea get the piping, everybody running to go figure out what's going on. They pulling up their chairs, they bringing their popcorn. But when it comes to inserting yourself in other people's drama, We all guilty of it. We have all done it. I'm doing it right now. I do it quite often. I mean, that's what my page is centered around. Like legit, what my page is centered around. Inserting myself into other people's business. Um, some of us do it out of concern. Some of us do it out of boredom because we just like to nitpick. Some of us, we do it for the views. That would be me. I definitely do it for the views. And I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm not judging none of y'all. Do what works for you. Whatever floats your boat. Okay. You got your snacks, Bernice. Hey, Tabitha, how you doing, boo? You a blogger. That's your job. People love to get it twisted, and they do, and it's cool because I already expect it. I expect it. I used to wonder why, but I get it now because it really doesn't matter whether I'm a blogger. It doesn't matter if my intentions are good or pure. It doesn't matter if I'm trying to like kumbaya and bring people together. It doesn't matter if I'm trying to drag a hoe. It does not matter. At the end of the day, depending on who you're talking about or talking to, the ending is all going to be the same. Not everyone has um any type of mannerisms or can't be civilized. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what you always going to get. Most times that's not what you're going to get at all. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to accountability, that's when people get real quiet. Miss Antoinette, hey love, how are you? I hope you are doing well. I miss you. Thank you so much for I think that's a super chat. Thank you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we do accept super chat, super stickers over here. You can also become a member. None of it is obligated. You're not obligated to do any of it. But if you would like to, don't be afraid to hit that button down there with the little dot sign. Okay. But when we was talking about accountability, right? People get real quiet when we talk about being accountable for their actions, right? And especially on both sides, whether it is someone who started the mess or someone who inserted themselves, right? Because from my understanding, y'all ain't gotta have the same understanding or the same thought process. But it's not up to you. It's not up to you, the person that's talking, whether you attacking somebody or you're responding to decide what's too far. The person you are speaking on gets to decide what's too far for them. Like, or you did too much. It's not for you to determine what their boundary is. Now, nobody can tell you what to say, what to do, how far to go. Nobody can tell you what your approach is. We all have free will on this here internet, and we can operate our pages in whichever way we so choose. However, you can't dictate how somebody feel about what you said, no matter what your intentions was behind it. Hey, Dawn Marie, no matter what your intentions was behind it, like the person decides what's too far for them. And when they say that you've crossed the line with them, do we get to gaslight them or like tell them, oh, you being too soft? We often do that though. We often do that. Like, it ain't even that deep. Like, you doing too much. Even myself am guilty of it. Hey, Lady J, how you doing, love? Even myself is guilty of that. Like, it wasn't even that deep. Like, even recently, when I was in made comments and I was kikiing about um two girls and one mic. I was about to say it again. When I was in made comments kikiing about two girls and one mic, although it was just a laugh, it was a kiki, it was a ha ha, and many people have said it before. I can't tell Blicky or Candace how to feel about what I said about they pen, right? They they are entitled to their feelings and their boundaries, right? We're gonna get back to that later because that was whatever. So, do you guys feel like, regardless of, I got a question for the audience, right? Put a green check mark if you agree, put a red X if you disagree. Do you agree with, regardless of how you're coming, whether you are being um nice with it or nasty with it, do you agree that the person you're speaking on is the one that determines their boundary? If you agree that the person you're speaking on gets to determine their boundary, put a green check. If you disagree, put a red X. I'm gonna give it a minute. I wish I knew how to do a poll. How do I do a poll? I know there's a way to do a poll in these chats, but I don't know how to do it. Now, I do have moderator assist on my live, so if you use certain catchphrases that and your message say is held for review, that means you did too much. That means you did too much, according to my standards. Okay. So we got 71 people in here. I'm gonna see how many people vote. So far, we got a bunch of green checks, green checks, green checks, green checks. Hey Jamie, let's talk. Hey, let's talk about it. So far, green checks. We only got 5 voters. Nobody else in here gonna vote. Come on now. I know I got more than five. Okay, six, seven. Okay, okay, okay. I see him in the chat. I see him in the chat. I see them in the chat. I don't see no X's yet. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move along. So listen, I'm gonna give some examples, right? I'm gonna give some examples, right? Real quick. I'm gonna lay something out, and then I'm gonna give y'all some stuff that I want y'all to vote on. And it ain't no multiple answers for when y'all vote, okay? Calling out nonsense, smile through the tears. You pick one or the other, okay? We ain't in Jack Live when y'all can pick three, four choices at one time. Pick one. Dawn Marie, the question was, do you feel like regardless of how a person comes at another person, whether it's nice or nasty, the person who you are speaking about, they get to determine their boundary? If I'm talking about you, Dawn Marie, do you get to determine your boundary or do I get to determine your boundary? If you agree that you get to determine your boundary, put a green check mark. If you disagree, put a red. Okay? If you disagree, put a red. Good. If you can't pick one, don't then I'd rather you not vote at all. Okay? So I appreciate that nonsense. So example, now y'all know what I'm finna get into the whole dialogue with Scream. And woo, wait, things are firing up around Scream because I seen a post before I went live. Baby, is social media really worth people attacking your license? Anyway, I told y'all before, I'm not about to put myself in a situation on social media where I'm about to end up in court, in jail, or nothing like that for nobody. It's not that deep on these social media platforms. Like, and baby girl, you work too hard for that license to what I feel like to allow pride to get in your way. And it's just not, that's not something I would risk. However, we are all our individual persons. She has to make her own decisions. Okay. So let's go. Let's talk about inserting ourselves because that girl, what was her name? Desiree. She really was going in about people inserting themselves. Yeah, so let me go down the timeline. Okay, I'm gonna do a timeline based on what I know. I might skip something, I might have missed something, but theoretically, this is legit how it went. Give or take a few situations. Hey, Toya Boo. So Scream goes after May, right? Right? May ignores her. May don't give her no real action. She don't give her what she looking for. May ignore for whatever her reasons are, whether it's because of her wife's wishes, her own wishes, whatever. She don't want to give her the attention that she's seeking, right? Boom. Screen platform grows. She continues to try to get on May's platform, trying to get up through the stream yard, comment in the comment sections, not listen, move off the comment section, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She go in talking about she want to fight. She highlights May's OnlyFans content and some more shit, right? You know what I'm saying? This is the actions from Scream, right? Boom. This alleged hack that Cat did on this lady that joined the live one day. I still ain't heard, mind y'all, I still ain't heard this clip. I ain't heard this clip. I ain't seen this clip. I've asked about this clip. Nobody ain't sent this clip. I ain't seen it because somebody share it. I ain't even seen it on the Dramas and Newbies page. All right. But we know that this dialogue is going around that Cat went off on this lady on the panel one day and said something about her kids that was disgusting, right? Allegedly, because I haven't seen it for myself. Boom, here comes Scream again, addressing the situation with Cat and what she said about the kids, right? Again, Scream says some foul stuff about Cat's kids. Instead of her just addressing Cat and her behavior, she turns around and asks, I couldn't find a clip. You couldn't find a clip. Nobody seemed to got the clip drama, but everybody saying she said this stuff. Now, according to May, she ain't go as far as some people. According to May, she said she don't recall it being what people are saying. She said she might have, but she don't recall it, and ain't nobody got this clip. So, what do we say in the social media world? If you ain't got proof for it, what they say, it ain't happened. So are we clearing Cat's name? If you don't got proof for it, are we clearing Cat's name? Does Connie have it on her page? I don't venture over there too often. I probably could count on one hand how many times I've been over there within, the last year. And it'd be for very short spurts. Did anybody hear what Cat alleged said? Now I heard the lady get up on Cat Live that night when she addressed Scream for talking about her kids, and she got up there making the same claim. But I haven't seen this said clip of Cat going off on this lady kids. But anyway, here comes Scream, right? Here comes Scream, right? She addressed Cat talking about her kids, da 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 da. Now, Cat didn't like what Scream said, so Cat do the live addressing Scream, and da 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 da. And one of the key moments on Cat's live when she addressed what Scream said about her kids, and this is the same live that Connie took the clip from, when May said, "Drop a clip, prove when Cat talked about that lady mama." And I just found it ironic that she took a clip from the very live that Cat was addressing Scream for talking about her kids in a disgusting way. That was diabolical. Like, Connie, like, that was crazy work that you went into the live that Kat was addressing the screen for talking about her kids and the way that she talked about them, and took a clip to try to highlight or prove May wrong. That was insane to me. Like, someone saying that I had to cover it. Like, I'm like, no, she didn't. I'm like, damn, yes, she did. Like, that was crazy work, right? That was crazy work to me. And in this live, one of the things that was major for the people on that side was this is where Kat allegedly came forward, talked about Scream's mom. Now, um, Kat gave an example of how people could just make any old thing up on the internet and people will run with it. Now, this goes back to inserting ourselves and whether it matters how you insert yourself, right? Because even myself, when I heard Kat say what she said for myself, I'm like, she didn't talk bad about her mom. She was just using it as an example. But again, this goes back to who sets the boundary of someone going too far. Like, did Scream have a right to feel how she feel when Kat used her mama as an example? Absolutely. It's her feelings. Nobody can tell her how to feel. At the Hey Christy, but at the same time, what's ironic is you feeling some type of way after you done dragged this lady kids. You done dragged this lady kids and you feeling some type of way now. Like, it's the audacity to me, right? So let's let me ask y'all some questions, right? I want y'all to put a green check mark if you agree and an X if you disagree. When Scream first addressed May, was she inserting herself? When Scream first addressed, right, she used it as an example. She never said it, but you know. When Scream addressed May, was she inserting herself? If she was inserting herself, put a green check mark. If you disagree about her inserting herself, put a red X mark. Was she inserting herself? I'm gonna give y'all a few. Okay. Put a green check mark in the chat if you agree, and put a red X in the chat if you disagree. When Scream addressed Kat and talked about her kids, was she inserting herself in that situation? Somebody keeps saying something, and they whatever y'all saying, baby, they is hiding that message. I don't know who that is and what y'all saying, but they is saying absolutely not today. Oh, I also have some names blocked out because I was trying to avoid certain conversations being had. So it might just be the name that you're using as well. If it's a name you're using, my bad. You might want to write your message without the name. Okay, try it that way. According to us, yes. We just asking about how you feel, Smile. We're not worried about nobody else. The questions I ask is for you to answer based on how you see it. Okay, okay, okay. Put a green check and an X, right?
Oh, all right. Put a green check mark or a red X, okay, for this question. When Scream found out about people possibly attacking her nursing license because they didn't agree with the racially geared slander and other things she was saying on the internet, and she got upset, crying on her live, drunk, beating up furniture, and threatening to fly out to Texas to rip kids' heads off, was she entitled to be upset? Put a green check mark or a red X. Now, don't answer this with y'all personal feelings. Just listen to the question. Did she have Was she entitled to be upset? Was she entitled to be upset when she found out people were coming for her license because of her own behaviors? Hmm? Hey, Teresa. Hey, Nisi. How old are these women to keep up this juvenile drama, and how do the husbands, wives let this trash go on? Baby, they all old. I think everybody like well into their 30s and 40s. Well into their This is the first red X I seen. Jamie said entitled, yes. Tabitha said no. Lynn said check mark. Toya said yes. Smile said check mark. Calling out nonsense said no. Drama said I'm not playing this game. Plushy said hell no, you reap what you sow. Bernie said NA. She said NA. Is that Niecy baby or a different Niecy? Is that Niecy baby or a different Niecy? Okay. Put a green check mark or X check mark. And I know she probably gonna feel like I'm poking on her, but I'm not, because I mean it's involving you, right? Did she put the spotlight on herself for these attacks? Green check mark, red X. Green if you agree, X if you disagree. Did Scream put the spotlight on herself for these attacks? She did it to her damn self and continues so at this point, so she isn't entitled because she keeps it going. So you said, yes, we all have a right to feel how we feel. Absolutely, Uptown. Absolutely. Okay, green, green, green. We all entitled to say what we want, but don't forget you also entitled to the consequences of that. Boom, Janie. Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. She said Uptown said we don't have the right to attack others. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that, Uptown, because it depends on what that person got going on. Because you absolutely have a right to defend yourself. Like, you absolutely have a right to defend yourself. So I think it depends on what's going on. Think it depends on what's going on. Now, when I spoke about Scream's bad behavior, was I inserting myself into her business? Green check mark if you said I was inserting myself. Red X if you disagree. Now, I'm not gonna get mad at y'all. Be honest. I want y'all to be honest. No determining. Don't use because you like someone or dislike someone to determine your answer. Be honest with your answers. Drum said I got the right to do whatever the f I wanted to and do, but that go both ways. The door swings both sides on it. The door swings both ways on it, right? Child, somebody is saying something. I don't know what they saying. Nisi said X. Repeat. When I spoke on screen 3, was I inserting myself into her business? Green for yes, red X for no. When I inserted myself into when I spoke about screen 3's bad behavior, was I inserting myself? Just put yes. If you can't find your check mark, put yes. Put yes. No, you can't pick both, Teresa. You gotta pick one answer. Lean towards whichever way you feel more inclined. See, I don't know if she spoke about me. I'm gonna say this because I see. Plus, she said no. She started on me first. See, I don't know that she talked about me. I have no idea. I can't tell you that, oh, I heard she talked about me before that, because I don't pay attention to her. Like, I really don't know enough about her to know if she said something about me. I have heard things through third party that when she was coming for May, she was like attacking anyone who she felt was like next to her. But I can't confirm that myself. I can't confirm that myself. I can't confirm that myself. But I personally, I can't confirm it. So that can't be the reason why I said something to her. You understand? Oh wow, that's interesting. She won't be the first. When Jack, when the Jack Fat called herself trying to highlight people bad behavior and stuff like that, was she inserting herself in other people's business? Was she? Was she? Y'all telling me stuff I don't know. I don't watch that lady. I don't be knowing. Right. But I started off in the beginning, Electric. I said, regardless if you are talking in a positive way, whether you're talking in a nice way or a nasty way, are you insert like does that change whether you're inserting yourself or not? Every single person that hops in a comment section and voices anything is inserting. If that is the new tag, we all going with all over those sides. Suddenly, we all insert. Well, that's pretty much the point I was getting. I had dramas and doobies. I had a question for dramas and doobies. Was she inserting herself when she defended Cat? Was Toya inserting herself when she did that live asking about why ain't nobody taking up that money? Like, when Connie gave hello, y'all can't hear me. Oh no, y'all still can't hear me. Oh man, what happened? Oh, you can hear me now? Okay. I think y'all behind. I think y'all behind. Okay, I'm gonna give it a minute to let y'all catch up. Okay, okay. She said your lips are moving and you are saying nothing. Nothing. She said you're saying nothing, girl. When Connie gave Scream that page, was it a YouTube page or was it a Facebook, whatever social media page she gave her? When Connie gave Scream that social media page, was she inserting herself? Green check for yes, red X for no. Them ads is adding, period. Was Connie inserting herself when she gave her that social media page? This inserting crap that was suddenly put out onto the streets is lame as F. When Desiree Taylor sat on that panel and questioned Jack about what she had going on and what Toya had going on, did she insert herself? Did she insert herself? When Desiree Taylor sat on that panel with one mic. When Desiree Taylor sat on that panel with two girls, one mic, and came for my girl Jack
And Toya, was she inserting herself into the drama? Huh? So y'all get the idea, right? We all play a part of inserting ourselves, and it be the audacity of someone else who's doing exactly that to now be upset or question someone else about what they got going on when you're doing the exact same thing as everyone else, minding somebody else dang business. Everyone is legit minding someone else's dang business. And in the beginning of this, Scream legit was minding May's business. Although she has every right to her own opinion, we all have one, like booty holes, right? Most people got a booty hole. Some people don't got a booty hole. Did y'all know that? People say like we all entitled to opinion, like like a booty hole. Everybody don't got a booty hole. Everybody don't got a booty hole. Ain't no got one. But people like to say that. So I'm just like, it's the audacity. You know what I'm saying? We all inserting ourselves into it for whatever reasons that we have going on, whether it is for good reason or to be negative, to be messy, for a click, for a view. We all have been inserting ourselves. She said Connie did not insert, she armed her missionary. Woo! What the hell? Everyone don't go one? Huh, Bernice? Can you rewrite that? Rewrite that. So another question I got for y'all. I know y'all tired of my questions, right? But I like to engage with y'all to see how many people are on the same page, or like to see where everyone else is. So let me ask you this. Once you insert yourself into somebody else's issue that don't have nothing to do with you most times, right? I think it's a little bit different when it has something to do with you, right? But once you insert yourself into someone else's business, someone else's personal drama or issue, hey, blasted, can we really be upset about how people come? Like, should you not can we, because you are entitled to feel how you feel. But once you insert yourself into some type of drama or messiness and you have witnessed how a person moves, right? Should you be upset about hearing exactly what you knew most likely was going to come out that individual's mouth? What name? What name you like? What I miss? Who name? She said, be ready to face the consequences. Nope, that's on you. Nope, 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 nope. Now, because we all know, especially dealing with Scream at this point, she don't play fear at all. She don't care if you came on here and said, "Oh my gosh, I just think that it wasn't cool how you spoke on the babies. Like, can we just be a little bit nicer, leave the kids out of it?" That's all you could have said. She is coming back with F your mama, F your daddy, F your grandmama, F your grandmama third remove on the left side that was living in the 1800s. You got people telling you to dig people up and suck on Peter whackers. Like, people have no boundaries on this app. And once you see how they move, you have to make a conscious, like, I make a conscious decision when I do what I do. Like, I get, like, if I'm going to talk some stuff, I'm going to say something, I'm expecting, like, for people to come back with just nasty vibes. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I will be like, dang, it wasn't even that deep, because that's just like the natural response. But I also understand on the flip side, like, I knew how this person was coming. I knew how they was coming. I knew how they was coming. And most people hit below the belt that way because they can't attack nothing else. So they try to hit you in places they think is going to hurt you. But for me, I'm laughing. I think it's funny, because for me, I know, like, you really mad, like, you really in your feelings, and like, whole time, for real, you put all this onto yourself. Although, like, we all inserted ourselves in some way, shape, or form, you brought all this on yourself. Like, you caused this attention on yourself, like, by going too far. If you would have just kept it to your dislike for May and never would have attacked children or been this, the kids is really what's the problem. Like, if you would have just kept it to May, none of this, none of this extraness would be happening. Nobody would be trying to call a board. Nobody would be sending in reports. Nobody would be probably talking about going to the popo. Like, none of that. So it's like, How do you get on live? How do you get on live screaming and spitting at the screen, threatening to unalive kids and stuff because you talk about they touch your license if they take it away when you were given ample opportunity to back up? She posted somebody deceased kids? What? See what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, I ain't reported nothing. I ain't made no reports on a lady license. I ain't gonna lie, like, it's been a time or two I was like, damn, I thought about it because I'm like, she just had me that. Like, dang, why you talking about kids like that? But I ain't reported the lady. However, I can understand why people are reporting her. And for you to talk about how hard you worked for this license, right? For you to talk about like you lost your mama during this time frame and you working on getting your license. And if she hear this and me mentioning that part, she gonna take it as me throwing a dig at her mama. I wasn't, but she entitled to feel how she feel. Say what you want to say. I really don't care. You see all this stuff coming down the pipeline, and instead of you cleaning up your act, revamping, you still can express yourself and disagree with whatever behaviors you believe may have going on. Whatever side you picked after you heard Ivan's story and what people were saying, whatever side you decide, you can have that and you can express yourself in your opinion. But once you seen that a bunch of people felt like you was going too far, and they felt so much so that they were going to attack the thing that you put your blood, sweat, and tears in, why didn't something click in your head and say, let me reel it in a little bit. Not even reel it in. Let me change course. Like, let me leave the kids alone because that's a sensitive topic. For me, it got to be your pride. It has to be pride. Like, it has to be pride. Because while we all have been guilty of inserting ourselves in people business, myself included, right? Because we all got an opinion and we want to share it, especially if you're on social media. But it's boundaries. You don't determine the boundary for the other person. You could come on here, get on your soapbox, do your slapstick comedy, but you can't tell somebody you can't tell nobody, what's that saying? Thing I can't think of. I ain't really good with the saying, but you can't tell nobody to swallow that. You can't tell nobody to be okay with what you're saying. It's your opinion, and nobody can tell you not to say it. But once you say it, you can't tell that person how to feel about it and how they are then going to be respond. How then they are going to be they're going to respond. That door swings both ways. It swings both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't control that. And now we got a bunch of people out here. It's like, I don't even know. Like, it's just I just can't wrap my head around. It gotta be pride. At this point, it has to be pride that you are willing to continue to push, almost like y'all not gonna silence me. I'ma say what I want to say. I'm big dog from the south side of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? We crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the long way, whatever you be saying. Like, it's crazy to me that you, another black woman, right? Because at the end of the day, you are a black woman who beat a statistic, especially coming up in Chicago, right? We hear about Chicago and what be going down. A lot of people don't make it to see 18 years old, 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? They murder rate is high, poverty is high. And so for you to have overcome all the obstacles that you have overcome, right? And I'm not expecting her to hear this or receive this or take any of this. And I'm not. This is just me talking to my audience, right? This is me trying to make it make sense, right? It does not make any sense that you will have went through all those things. You beat all those odds, got over all those obstacles, graduated, got your license and your degree to put it all on the line for the sake of a social media page for you to be able to just say what you want to say with no boundaries. Like, that part I can't understand. And that's why sometimes I think it has to be mental illness because what else would it's like, is your pride that big? Like, because let me tell y'all something. I always tell y'all, I try to be super private when it comes to my husband. And because his business is his, I come on here, I try to be very mindful of what I say, what I release, what I let y'all see. But the moment a certain boundary is crossed, when it came to my daughter and that crazy lady, and even though she was Muslim too, and she was all stupid in the background, baby, I went to the popo. I'm filing a report. We finna make a. And it ain't about being afraid. I'm making a paper trail, baby. Because if you would have slid, baby, I was gonna slide too. But I was gonna have my ducks in a row for when I did do what I needed to do. If it goes to the extent where somebody is dragged into this stuff that has nothing to do with it, like something personal, like people got licenses and things like that. Baby, I'm out of here. Boop, boop, boop. It won't be no more. You won't hear me addressing you or nothing, baby. And you could call me a coward, a pussy, a wimp. Oh, she's scary. Oh, you bitching up. I wouldn't give a goddamn. You know what? I'm going to have my licenses intact. I'm going to have my business operating. I ain't going to have it threatened. I ain't going to have what I worked and poured my blood, sweat, and tears into rocks. Absolutely not. So y'all can label me what y'all want to label me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to always protect mine. My household, what I worked for, and what is putting food on the table over here is going to forever be priority. Okay, because this social media stuff, while I've made a few dollars on it, I ain't made no real like Bitcoin. Like I ain't making no big dog coin. I'm saying, so it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. I don't think I'm invincible. Invincible. Like I don't think I'm bigger than a program. And like I said, this ain't for screen. This is not for her to hear or nothing like that, for her to receive or take nothing from it, because I'm not expecting her to. This is just a conversation I wanted to have with you guys. But I want to talk about something else too. I want to talk about spotlighting someone's bad behavior because we want them to be accountable. We want them to change their ways. I need for y'all to understand we can't make nobody do nothing. You can't. You can't. Even with, and I'm not, this is not to deter anybody from doing what they're doing. Do what y'all gonna do. Do what y'all gonna do, right? So I want to talk about calling people out, right? When does it help? Or when does it just make more drama or make them more famous, help grow their platform? Some people feel like if you be silent and you don't say anything, it's like you looking complicit, right? Some people feel like, be outraged. It's showing you disagree, but at the same time, it equals engagement on social media. Every time you say somebody's name, every time you bring somebody up, every time you highlight an individual, you are amplifying them on social media, which means clicks and views, right? So that's why I always be like, if y'all don't like somebody, stop watching them. You can make moves behind the scene without having to be so loud up front. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be so loud up front, because honestly, with the way all this stuff has carried out, it's the reason why her platform was able to grow, because everybody like da 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 da. If when she would have got on May panel and said what she said, and everybody would have went about their business, including the other side, people like Connie, who say she disagreed with the things she said about people, kids, although she gave her the platform to go do it on when she was losing her platforms, it helped her grow. It brings spot on social media is different from real life. You know how people like call to action, we going to picket and all this stuff. It don't give you the same, it's not like the same response. Social media is like a whole different world. Highlighting nasty behavior legit helps the page grow, because in this day and age, this is what people want to see. People want to see people at eight go eight. Shit. I can't even get the word out because I'm like hesitating, cursing. People like to see people go beyond bounds. People like to see people do too much. So even people that think she's disgusting, guess what? They tuning in. They giving her views and they helping her rank up them couple $1,000s that she's earning each month. She's earning each month on social media. Everybody who watches her stuff contributes to her earnings each month. And baby, when she lose, not let me say when, if she loses her license, right? And I'm not wishing this on you at all, Scream. I'm not. But the facts is the facts. People coming for it. If she loses her license, I don't think that's going to do anything but grow her platform. Not telling y'all not to do it. I'm just looking down like the path of what I see coming. I think if anybody actually believes that she's deranged and crazy, I think that it's going to grow her platform. I think that her ignorance and her boundaries are going to go further. She might actually hop on a plane. Allegedly, she got addresses to different people. Hey, Nay. Allegedly, she got addresses to different people' homes and stuff like that. She might show up on somebody's doorstep. I think Toya highlighted in her live like she don't want to see people get hurt. That just might happen. And this is not a deterrent. This is just me looking down like the barrel of what may come. Because if she actually has any like real motion behind all that stuff, she be right on the internet, how she be acting, beating on her chest, and then the girl Desiree, I think it was her talking about, I know her in real life. She pull up, she pull up. If she really pull up and act crazy and deranged, we just might get to see that if she loses her license. We just might get to see that if she loses her license. I'm just telling y'all. So just prepare yourselves. And I know dramas and newbies, I know you don't care. You told them to pull up, baby, and they're gonna get what they looking for. But when we think about that, is it worth it at the end of the day? Over some words, like not to minimize it, because I know that sounds like it's minimize it. Like it's putting your family's safety at risk worth it? It ain't to me. I'm sorry. I mean, everybody different. Obviously, some people do believe it's worth the risk, and they don't care. I know dramas you have already stated that you're gonna do what you need to do, and it is what it is, and you'll deal with that later. Me, I'm not doing it. Sorry, can't do it. Sorry, can't do it. The algorithm on social media do not care that she is disgusting. The more she's talked about, the more she's highlighted, the bigger her audience is gonna grow. Now I don't know. I've heard her numbers is going down. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's true or not. She has no airs at all. She gets reported so much. No, but it don't stop her from going live saying what she's saying. And I'm pretty sure people are sending her cash apps and super chats and super stickers. I'm sure she's still making her money some way. Yeah. I don't think that any people that I have seen on social media so far, Yaya, Nisi, TMJ, um, Spicy Truth, Shalay was a part of it at one point. I think on YouTube, and I see like they cover other content in the beginning they was, but they kind of got themselves in the mix with the Maybe drama now. Two girls, one mic. I'm trying to think who else. Because there's been a few people that have come from May's platform. There's been a few people that have come from May. Even Connie, but Connie ain't dumb. Like she not finna put her license. She not finna do too much. Now, although I ain't seen it because I don't watch her, but from what I'm understanding, she's had a few slip ups. She showed some content and stuff like that that she wasn't supposed to see. I know she sent some OnlyFans content behind the scenes to people inboxes. That's weird to me. Like, and if people come forth with that information and can show that it came from her inbox to somebody else's, and it was OnlyFans content that you shouldn't be sharing because it's private. So, like, if you pay for a subscription, right? You're entitled to see that stuff, but you can't go share it with other people just because you paid for it. It doesn't give a right for you to spread it publicly. That's my understanding of it. Like, and that's weird to me. First and foremost, it's weird that y'all are looking at this lady Cootie Cat. Why y'all want to see it so many times? You've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 times. It's the same thing. Two, um, why do you want to see this lady Cootie Cat? If you've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 times. What does that have to do with anything y'all talking about? Three, three. Why would you force someone else to see the things to see something like that? That is just pure ignorance to inbox somebody's lady parts. Like any type of nudity, any type of could be depicted as sexual, partially nude, anything. It's not okay to send stuff like that to people if they didn't ask you to see it. And you might just send it to Toya. She might have been okay with that. But Jack ain't want to see that. I know Jack got some stuff. She said it on her live. I definitely don't want to see it. I will block you before, baby. If you send me an image and it just remotely look like it could resemble somebody's naked body, you're getting blocked. You're up out of here. And not only am I blocking you, I'm reporting you. So your inbox ain't finna work. Your inbox finna be taken down. Okay? I don't know who is right and what, but baby, they do not want me to see whatever you're saying. So is it a real solution? Like when after hearing everything that I just said, right? Do y'all think it's a real solution to disgusting behavior on social media that we don't like? Like, on everything that I just said, what would y'all say a real solution is? I have to admit, I did share the Shine interview videos from her OnlyFans back in the seven, but not no news. I was guilty of posting a clip of her OnlyFans content from the Shine interview. People was trying to say I shared her cootie cat. Absolutely the hell not. I definitely shared a clip of Shine of the interview with Shine, but that was me being ignorant. I had no idea that the OnlyFans interview was considered private content. I don't share private content. If you didn't do a public live, I'm not going to a private area and going to take content from that place and putting it on social media. I'm not going to your subscribers chat. I'm not going to an OnlyFans chat. I'm not going to any type of platform where you have to have a subscription to be a part of it. To me, that is private. That's private. That's not for the public. That was for her, for paying clients. And if you're not paying, it's not for me to go about it and share it. But that's my boundary. I have boundaries as a blogger. I'm not going to do certain things. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? And when I found out about it, May was threatening people to strike their pages. But as soon as I found out that it was private, she might have inboxed me. And when she told me it was private, I think May inboxed me. She was like, "That's private. OnlyFans is not supposed to be shared." I respected that boundary, and it came down. But I ain't sharing none of her new. First of all, I would never. I would never. But I have boundaries. Me personally, everybody don't have those boundaries. Some people don't care. But I'm here to make money. I'm not here to get my page taken down. You know what I'm saying? So I have certain boundaries that I'm just not going to do. I'm not sneaking in Discord groups and taking information from the Discord group that's supposed to be for your personal, like a group of people that support you, for y'all to have y'all. Even though Discord, I don't even know how to work Discord, but I guess is it public? Is Discord public? I consider her creating a space for her supporters private. Any anyone, whether it is May, Connie, Scream, whoever. I'm not going into there and then sharing it. Even when y'all remember when TEC was putting together that group and only select people could go in there, people was trying to get in there to the group. If people would have brought me information from that group, I would have never publicized it. It would have just been stuff that I knew if I knew. But I wouldn't bring stuff like that to the forefront just because like I have boundaries, but not everybody have those boundaries. Some people just don't give a F. Clearly. Clearly. Like they don't. In my opinion, the best thing to do for people that you don't like on the internet, you don't like their behavior, is to starve them out. And when I say starve them out, that means don't watch their content because you're contributing to them getting paid, and so their pages help them grow. If you don't like what they do, report their content. That's what the button is for. If you feel like it's something you could take off social media, everything that people doing as far as the license and all that stuff could be done without bringing attention to her on social media. You don't have to bring attention to her on social media to do the things that people are doing behind the scenes. I'm not telling nobody what to do. This is just my perspective. And right now I'm highlighting her because I want to give my 2 cents and mind people business. Okay, you know, dramas and doobies. What you write? You got to rewrite it. Oh, it say retracted. They do it to Maze Discord all the time. I heard. No, they ain't got a problem until it's done to them. The hypocrisy is gross. Yeah. And when does it become, look at my summer boo, hey, when does it become, when does highlighting somebody's bad behavior become nitpicking? Huh? Like, when do you become the problem? Do you become the problem? Like, is that a thing? Or is it just like, nah, we standing up for what's right and we gonna keep this going? It is what it is. Like, do you become a part of the problem? I'm flickering. I'm flickering. Am I flickering for everyone else? Hypocrisy the same. But it's a link. Connie is the problem, period. I think she's a part of the problem. Absolutely. I think she's a part of the problem. I have said time and time again that even though people are grown, as bloggers who do content like this, giving our opinion, our perspective, who have an audience that follow us and show like super support. We got super fans. You are a part of how your comment section move. If you look down into your comments, and I can't say this now because I ain't been over there in a minute. If I look down in my chat and a bunch of y'all are talking about y'all finna dock somebody, or a bunch of y'all finna call and make false CPS reports, or a bunch of y'all about to call, you know, ISIS, you know what I'm saying? And I don't speak out against that, I'm a part of the problem, because that's like co-signing what y'all got going on in them comments. And I'm not saying that Connie herself has done anything like that, but I have seen stuff like that in her comments. People that screenshot the comments in the past, and people saying they're gonna do this and do that. And this is on both sides. If your chat is constant, if your chat has a chat, whether you are May, Connie, Scream, Dramas and Doobies, Jack, myself, if your comment section got a bunch of people in there talking about, oh, we finna find where they live at, you're a part of the problem. I'm a part of the problem. I'm responsible for the way that I allow my chat act, because I don't have to. I don't have to, but people don't cut their chat off. They're not gonna correct certain behaviors. Why? Because you're gonna destroy your platform. You're gonna mess up your bag. Now I can't say that Connie doesn't. I don't watch her. But I know that a lot of vile stuff comes from her chat. And I could say, and maybe she says the same for the other side. I don't know. I don't know, but we are responsible for our platforms. I don't care how many times people say they grown, we do. If I look at my chat right now and everybody is talking about, oh, this and oh, that, like, I'm part of the problem. I'm not encouraging no nasty behavior. None. None. I agree with what's her name? Oh, she was on that live the other day. Well, I want to say Chastity. And she said she don't like to fight fire with fire. That's me. I'd rather do it with a little bit of humor. Oh, something I wanted to talk about was, like, right now I'm nitpicking. I had asked when do it become nitpicking. Right now I'm nitpicking, right? I'm nitpicking, right? Oh, my chat don't have to do it. I do it only when people come for my kids, and I am totally the problem, glad the problem. But that's different drama. Somebody came directly for you, threatened your children. So if you retaliate because that's a problem, to me, I don't think that's the same as a mob of people getting together simply because I just don't like somebody. They didn't do nothing to you. You might not like what they said, but they did nothing to you. So why are we going to the extreme of making false reports? You know what I'm saying? Like calling CPS, talking about kids was being abused and stuff like that when that wasn't happening. That's not okay. You know what I mean? I already said, like, you going to hell, you got every right to. Will I do it? No, I have a boundary, right? But I don't fight fire with fire. I'd rather do it with humor, baby, because I don't do what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But I can't determine how you fight. You know what I mean? But like right now, so Candace is really upset with me. She is pissed with Summer's room. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So much so she said I'm bullying her. And I was a little bit confused about how I'm bullying her. Wouldn't she have been bullying me? Because she told me to go dig up somebody's deceased dad and perform fellatio on a corpse. That was a bit much. But why? Because she said that it was Maybay that disrespected their panel. So why are you telling me to go suck on a dead corpse Peter Wecker when I ain't do nothing to you? Now I'm tagging you and stuff, being funny, because I know you're not going to do any of those things. I know you're not finna go call Desiree or none of those things. I know you're not finna do none of that. I be laughing at her posts, I follow her page, all kinds of stuff. I'm nitpicking at this point, but I know that it's just a key for me because I think it's funny. I'm not finna tell you to go suck nobody Peter Wecker. I'm not finna tell you to go do none of those things. I'm just gonna key because that's what I do, and I find it funny because you be really upset. Now I'm bullying you, and you going to get back up. You going to get people tagging them on the post, bringing them over for you for what? It's just a little social media, little banter, little ha ha he he ha ha. But anyway, at the end of the day, does any of this matter? Probably not. Will we accomplish anything? Maybe, maybe not. I've seen Dramas and Newbies make some stuff happen. But even after
even after a goal is accomplished of yours. I don't think that's going to be it. I think y'all going to have another problem. Hey, sweets, I think it's going to be another problem. I don't think it's going to end. I think it's just going to get worse. I think this is just the beginning of it. I think y'all just seeing the tip of the iceberg. And I think things is finna get a lot hotter. I'm finna sit back and enjoy the show and see what come out of it, baby. If I get ate up tomorrow, baby, I brought it on myself. Because why? I inserted myself into y'all business. Oh well, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed the show and me giving my own little 2 cents. If remember, this is my opinion, my perspective. You do not have to agree. You can see it a total opposite way, but we all been messy. We've been all inserting ourselves in business. We all done got ate up. We done chewed up some people, but baby, we all made a decision, and our decisions come with consequences across the board. Okay, whether you're doing it from the long way or the short way. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I'm finna go take myself to bed. And go smooch on my lovely, lovely husband. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all so much for supporting the live. Don't be afraid to hit the replay. And I'm out. Toodles. Love y'all. Bye.